Hello, my beautiful souls. Today, I want to share with you one of my favorite ever tools to clear energetic blocks, unpleasant emotions, or all beliefs. It's emotional freedom technique or tapping. It's also called tapping because it is basically about tapping on certain points on the body as you mention or say out loud the emotion, the belief, or whatever you want to release, the block that you want to clear. It's very easy to use once you know the points, and that's what I want to share in this video. First of all, let me explain to you how it works. So we're going to do a sequence where we're going to be tapping on certain points of the body while we say out loud whether the unpleasant emotion or the belief that we want to release, for example, frustration, sadness, anger, confusion, self-doubt, whatever it is for you, whatever is coming up for you. And it's based on the idea that as we tap into these acupressure points, it connects us with the meridians. So those energy channels that we have along the body, the meridians that are based on Chinese medicine. And as we are tapping and we are tuning into these meridians, and as we say the frustration, the anger, the sadness, whatever, it's like we are inviting the frustration or that emotion or that old belief to come out of the system. So it's basically we are tapping on these points, and it's basically like saying, hey, you anger or unpleasant emotion that I no longer need, I'm inviting you, I'm talking to you, and I'm inviting you to come out of the system. So that's what we're going to do with this sequence. Now, the points. The main tapping points are the side of the hand here. So tapping, you can do it very, very gently. Actually, the more gentle you do it, it's better. It might be a bit counterintuitive. Sometimes you think that by tapping harder, you're getting better results, but actually no, it can be a simple and very light, gentle touch. So this will be the first one. The second one is here at the top of your head. So it will be the center of the head. It's a bit confusing because my hair partition is on the side here, but the center line of the head. And if you follow where your ears would go, if you were drawing a line from your ears and in the middle of the head, you would get to somewhere around here. It's difficult to see with the hair today, but so it's not the center of the head, but a bit more towards the back, towards the crown. Like it's that point where you feel that if they're pulling you, so you are completely straight, is that point in there. The other point is the beginning of the eyebrow. And if we continue along the line, the other point is on this bony section here, in line with the eye and continuing with the eyebrow. The other one is under the eye, so the center of the eye, again in the bony part, this bone here. Then we do under the nose, under the lip, and right before the chin starts, so kind of this indentation here. Then there is a one here where so if you go to your collarbone points, the end of the collarbones points here, if you go like this, it will form right underneath it, it will create kind of an indentation. So there is the collarbone here, there is another bone right here. So that indentation that forms there when you go like this, that is the point. And there is another one, which is here on the side of the body. Sorry, my microphone is not letting me see properly. So it will be like if the bra strap is around here, is the side of the body at the height of where the bra strap would be. So those are the points. And what we're going to be doing is saying out loud the block or the emotion that we want to release while we do a few rounds of tapping along these points. So feel free to join in with me. One of the things that you can do to see the progress is at the beginning of the session, ask yourself, in a scale of 0 to 10, how strong, how intense is this feeling? And in many cases, it will be 9, 10, 20, like really, really, really strong, right? And we're just checking this is just to check the progress, basically. So check in with yourself first and see what's going on for you. And you can even close your eyes. It's a good idea to close your eyes at the beginning and try to locate whatever the unpleasant emotion, the emotional trigger, where it is located in the body. Try to find it in the body. And if you could give it a color or a shape, what would that be? So you can take a few moments to really bring your awareness to your body. Maybe if you do a bit of breathing or meditation first, that will help. But the idea is that you're tuning it into it as much as possible. And if you can locate it in the body, if you can give it a color or a shape or a sensation, if it feels hot, cold, moving, stagnant, whatever it is for you, any words to describe it. And then we're going to start by tapping on this first point, and you're going to use a setup statement, which goes like this. Even though I have this red anger in my stomach, this is just an example, fill in the blank, whatever you're feeling at the moment. Even though I have this blank, I love and accept myself anyway. And the reason why we're doing is because we want to clear this block. We're talking to it, we're directly inviting it to come out, but we are doing it from a place of acceptance, love, and compassion with no judgment. So even though I have this red anger in the stomach, even though I have this blank, I love and accept myself anyway. And then you will go to the next point. This red anger in my stomach, this blank, and use more words to describe it. Use more words to describe it. Even though I'm feeling so upset today, and I can't believe my boss sent me that email. I can't believe my mother told me that. I can't believe I had the same argument with my partner again. What's wrong with me? All the self-doubts. And you just go on, just make sure you tap at least 6 or 7 times on each point. If for whatever reason you feel like staying in one point for longer, that's perfectly fine. If you skip one of the points, that's not a problem at all. If you feel like coming back to one point, that's also fine. You can do with one hand, you can do with both at the same time. You can cross to the other one. It's not relevant the order or how long or which hand you use. So just go along. I'm doing it with my right hand because it's what feels comfortable, but sometimes if I'm doing it for long enough, it will get tired. So I will want to go to the other hand, right? Sometimes I feel like staying in one point for longer. This point for me seems to be, I don't know, for some reason, I really like it. And this point, for some reason, I normally feel like doing it with 2 hands. So again, and do as many rounds as you need. If you've done a few rounds, you can also take a break and check in with yourself and go back to that scale between 0 and 10 and see if it feels any lower. Maybe it's gone higher. And sometimes it happens that as you start to tap, maybe at the beginning, it can become even more intense because it's coming to your awareness. So just stick with it for a few more rounds. Even though I have this red anger in my stomach, even though I have this blank, even though I have this belief that I want to let go of, even though I feel so blank today, I love and accept myself anyway. This blank, this anger, this frustration, this belief, what happened to me? I can't believe this happened to me. This pattern that repeats again and again and again, and continue like that. And when you feel that it's gone down a little bit, maybe you can start, if it's gone down to less than 5, and if you feel like you are ready to start imprinting the positive belief or the positive belief, then you can do another few rounds. And for that, you might need to do tapping to release, or for the clearing for quite a few rounds. You might not feel ready to do that in the same day, and that's perfectly fine. So listen to yourself, check in with yourself to see how you're feeling, and then you can start saying things like that. It's no longer serving me. I acknowledge this anger, but it's no longer serving me. I no longer need it. It's not helping me. It's not good for me. And I'm ready to let it go. It's time to let go. I am ready to let it go. I no longer need it. I don't want it in my life. I want to feel peace. I want to feel joy. I deserve to feel joy. I deserve to be at peace. I deserve to be loved. Whatever is coming up for you, right? So it's kind of like rewriting whatever the belief or the emotion is. So again, you would do a few rounds of this with more positive statements is kind of like you are rewriting, you're erasing the belief that was there before, the unpleasant emotion that was there before, you're letting it come out to the surface, and then you are imprinting the ones that feel more positive and that will support you more in creating your vision, or just will help you relax. So here you can improvise. I will probably make more videos on different themes and different topics so you can follow along, but I wanted to share this technique with you so you can do it anytime you feel like, and especially in the morning, if those days when you wake up feeling agitated and maybe the mind is very busy, or before going to bed after a stressful day, is really good to let it all out and to come to a place of stillness and balance and harmony. So I hope you found it useful. If there are any topics in particular that you would like me to do a follow along tapping video on, please let me know, share it in the comments. And if you would like to experience a one-on-one session, this is one of the tools that I use in my healing coaching sessions. So feel free to book a free discovery session with me to ask any questions that you might have about how I can help you to create the life of joy and purpose that you came here to live through my healing coaching programs. And I would also love to invite you to sign up for my free 7-day course, Step into Your Power with Confidence and Joy. That is, the link will be in the description below, and that's going to take you to a journey where you will create your vision, you will get clarity around the vision of your life you truly want to live. It will take you through different layers and stages of deep healing, including deep guided healing meditations, and it will help you connect and unleash your inner treasures so you can confidently create your highest life. Okay, my loves, that's all from me from today. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas. This will be probably one of my last videos before my Christmas break, so I'm wishing you all a lovely Christmas break and a happy new year. Thank you so much for being part of this channel. Take care, and I'll see you around. Bye-bye.